Hi again. My name is Rebel and I'm the Rebel Reseller. And today we're going to be doing, I think most of this was from the peaches to the beaches, whether it was the drive down or the drive back up. But I think most of this that I'm going to share with you is from that trip. I have no clue how much we spent. Oh, I don't even know. I haven't looked at the spreadsheet. We use a spreadsheet, a Google spreadsheet on my phone that when we're doing cash transactions, I just keep the date and how much I spent.
And we might have 3 or 4 or 8 entries for that day.
Yeah.
Your accountant a long time ago, because how do you account for, the IRS wants receipts for taxes, right?
Right.
And you don't have that. You're going to ask for a receipt at a yard sale. I mean, most people would be like, no, what do no. So he said to just keep a log of it. Rebel used to, back in her Stone Age days, she had a calendar, right? A planner book.
I did a little planner book.
And she just, the date that she bought it, she wrote it in there.
Right.
And then shortly after we met, and I was like, no.
He techified me.
So we're doing a Google sheet because you can do it.
And then just tally
as
it
you
up
go,
at the
just like the calendar. And then at the end of the year, instead of her having to go through and add it all up, I just put a sum in there for each month so I can enter it into either a spreadsheet back in the day, or I use my Reseller Genie now.
Yep.
And it just makes it so much faster and easier. And that's the IRS, as your CPA. He said they want a consistent method of tracking.
Be consistent. Whatever you're going to do, be consistent with it. And I don't write down, I bought this and this and this and this. No, I just write the dollar value down.
Because we do not assign a cost of goods to each individual item we buy. We know it sometimes, like this thing that we're going to show you in a minute has $5 on it, but we don't track that anywhere.
First thing I'm going to show you is this. I paid $5 for it. It is Lamax. I love Lamax. I do really well with it. This is one of those ones, though, you might think it's, in the box, ready to go. This thing is just in there with a little tab or a little plastic shelf holding it. You jostle this around enough, it's going to come loose. Make sure if you ever ship stuff like this, you stuff this inside also to make sure it's not going to come loose, because not once, but twice we've made that mistake. Little small set that was, we thought, in the box, good. Tied down, they're not tied down. So
and we had to, refund the customer on both of them. I mean, I packed it well. It's just that the shaking, if you throw that and it stops, it could snap those legs on the people.
Yep. I'm hoping $15, $20, $25 for it.
It could snap the legs even if it's packed in a giant bubble around it, which is what happened essentially.
Yep. Anytime I see terry cloth plush, it always makes me want to look at it a little bit closer. This one it's all Greek to me. Usually those are like advertising plush. They'll bulk sell a whole bunch of these lions, and then then they'll have personalized type shirts. This is some sorority, I'm guessing.
Actually has Greek writing on the shirt for the "It's all Greek to me" plush.
Oh yeah, that's true. Probably still only going to be bread and butter. Oh, this. Here, let me show these, because then I got to show something I bought with this. Y'all, I found one of these. I wanted one for my wall. They're called Fisher-Price, I think Nature Sounds. I think that's what they were called. I wanted one for my wall. I found one at the Beaches to the Beaches, but it had a huge stain on it. Not everything has to be perfect for my wall. A lot of it has flaws, but I left that one, and then I found another one. So this is going to be for my wall. It's Fisher-Price. It's supposed to make like nature sounds, birds and night sounds and owls and stuff like that.
So this is going to be our little advertisement, because we're terrible at this. Go check out our other channel, The Rebel Pickers, where we've released 3 or 4 videos this year. We're trying to get back to that. Trying to get our watch hours up so we don't get demonetized. But if we do, it'll just be for a couple weeks. Then we'll be back monetized. Not that we're making a lot of money there, but it all adds up. If you're doing any shopping, go hit the links in the video description. Eventually, I'm going to have that put over on a website. You just have to go to the website and hit the links. But go do that. That helps us out with a little bit of money. Supports us. Seriously, between all of them, it's like $30 or $40 a month. But
yeah,
but hey,
it all adds up.
That pays for one of our phone bills.
Yep.
And what else was it? Oh, hit like and leave a comment.
Or an emoji.
Or not an emoji.
I like the emojis.
We haven't had hate mail for a while. Somebody leave me something mean.
And I have a tote down here of stuff. But the funny story is we were at a yard sale, a real yard sale, not a tent city. And I was looking around, and then I noticed the lady behind the table was staring at me. And then she's like, and it had that look that I see every once in a while. And she's like, I think I watch you.
She was super nice.
Super nice. But man, she made me feel like a star there for a few minutes. But yeah, so Elaine, thank you. And I picked this up at her yard sale, which is kind of funny because I wanted one of these.
That was one of the things you named on the way down that you wanted to find.
I did.
So yeah, she was super nice.
Super, super nice. All right. And then I found these at some yard sale. I think I paid $1 each. I think they're dandy. Wait, let me double check. Or Gibson Greetings. Yeah, Gibson Greetings, 1996. You know, Thanksgiving, Pilgrims. I've got the boy and the girl, which is a nice added feature. But still, I'm probably going to list it like $15, $20. And then we stopped at Samaritan Center in Ottawa, Tennessee on our way down. We started out, we weren't normally going to go that way, but that morning, the morning that we left to go to Peaches to the Beaches was a grand opening of America's Thrift in Knoxville. Probably won't go back unless we're just in that area. The prices were ridiculous. Didn't find a whole lot. It's somewhere in here. I think I picked up 2 plush. So since we were in Knoxville, we decided to go down through Chattanooga when we were heading to Georgia.
Clothes were way too expensive at that store.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
But that wasn't the worst store we stopped at. We stopped at another we thought was a thrift store. It was the Uptown Cheapskate.
Apparently in Georgia somewhere.
In Georgia. And I think the guy's name is Corbin we talked to yesterday. Mm-hmm. So if you're watching Corbin, howdy. But he said it's kind of like a Plato's Closet, but they were selling St. John's Bay jeans for $15 and $20 there. And it was just...
Yeah.
No.
We'll probably do a short snippet in the pick-in video just to show you, but not probably a place we would go into.
Especially when they're selling the St. John's Bay for $15 or $20, because I'm not sure you could sell them generally on eBay for that amount of money. Mm-mm. I wish you could, because I find that all the time.
Yeah. But Robert picked up these boots. $4. They are Florsheim, I'm guessing is how you pronounce it. Really soft, waterproof boots. Do you remember? Did you look them up?
I want to say 35 to 40.
Yeah, so, you know, we're still picking up some shoes, but not a whole lot.
We're not finding the good deals on shoes these days.
No. This was at a yard sale we stopped at in the Peaches to the Beaches. It's going to be a pain, and it's probably going to be expensive to ship. I think I can probably get $25+. I've got the ironing board. It's Little Tykes. A lot of times you do not find the stickers still on it, which was really nice. And then there was also the iron. Has a little bit of playwear. I recently sold, I think, another one of these for like $10, but it had lots and lots of scratches on the bottom. So again, I'm hoping $25-$30, but the shipping is going to be the problem because of how long it is. It's going to go into dimensional weight.
I didn't realize this was for shipping. I thought this was like something you were keeping for your wall.
Nope. So yes, he's got a packet.
I'd have been throwing a big veto on that. Holy cow.
This was, I guess, at a Goodwill because I'm seeing a price tag on there. But maybe not. I don't know. Picked up this Dakin. Is he a Fun Farm? Don't think so. 1978, little detective dog. I'm hoping, $12, $15 for him. I didn't check comps, but I tend to pick up a lot of the Five Nights at Freddy's plush. This one I had never seen before. Most of them at this time seems to be bread and butter. I think I have a few listed that I may just go ahead and pull and make a lot if they're not worth a whole lot all by themselves. But I thought that one was really cute. Chuck E. Cheese. I always grab him. Oh, he's got a little boo-boo on the side of his leg. That one I'll be able to repair. I know I mention this every once in a while. YouTube ladder stitch on how to repair just these little small holes like on seams. Easy, and you know, it's even something that I can do, and I cannot sew. So I'll just repair that. He's probably going to be, you know, $10, $15. Grabbed this. It says plum. Some kind of advertising plush, but it was Douglas, so I grabbed it. And it says he was 2022. For the most part, I have found this size of the plush for Douglas. It have ended up being like $10 to $15.
So, plum, well, this has a B, so it can mean different things. Like, it can mean straight up and down.
Mm.
Or it can mean completely, as in, she's plum crazy. Wait, or is that without the B? I don't know.
I don't know. This one has 2 tags on it. Goodwill, South Carolina. $2.99. It is Thai Pluffies. 2002. I want to say $20, $25 for him. I think these also were all picked up maybe at Elaine's yard sale. Well, he's upside down. It is Commonwealth. It says 2001. It's going to need a bath. I think it had a little mark. Yeah, right here. I'm going to try to pre-treat it and see if it'll come off. I'm hoping $20, $25 for him. And then found this. It is Scooby-Doo. Had its original paper tag. I'm not seeing a date, but he's my huggable Scooby-Doo. Again, hoping 15, 20. I have a couple of the, I think these are Burger King, yeah. Teletubbies listed. I think I was missing the vacuum, so that's why I went ahead and grabbed this. I still think I'm missing one of the characters, but I have the bunny. So I'll just add that to that lot. Robert picked up some hats. How much were they? $3?
Like 2 or 3 each.
2 or 3 each. But interesting. Have no clue. But it had its original little sticker there. This one said made in the USA. Who was that?
Anheuser-Busch.
Oh, Anheuser-Busch.
If it's not worth anything, we can take it back to Missouri and give it to Dad. He'll, they used Busch Stadium. I don't even know if it's called Busch Stadium anymore, but it used to be Busch Stadium in St. Louis.
Yep. And then I was going to say I could list these as a quantity of 2, but look, one is light, like it's faded a little, and the other one's dark. Let me see what brand. Oh, made in China. I'm hoping bread and butter for most of these. And then I know I picked this up. I paid, I want to say $10 for this. I've had this in the past. I want to say, I thought I sold it for $50, $60, $70. Not quite sure. I'm going to have to test it, but it looks like I have 2 sets of these. They have these little, I don't even know. It's for a classroom teacher to play some kind of, hit the buzzer to answer questions really quick. It's called Expert.
Can we say Jeopardy?
Kind of like Jeopardy.
But you can't say Jeopardy in the listing.
Yeah, no. So I checked comps at some point in the last few days. I think they're selling for about $40 each now, but I'm hoping they're complete and they work, of course. So a really nice find. I don't find this very often. The first time I found it, I was, pleasantly surprised at the comps. We stopped at the Goodwill bins in, where was it, Columbia? Columbia, South Carolina. I think some of this might be from there. Wasn't a very good stop. I think I've decided, unless it's a Friday where they're doing the bag stuff, it's probably not worth it. And definitely not worth it if you're not there when it first opens, because I don't think they replace stuff very often, and especially on a Sunday as you're driving through. But grabbed this. Loved it. It's, you know, a vintage lamb. Has the Sherpa. It says Creative Marketing 1988. I'm hoping like 15-20 for it. Oh, somewhere I picked this up. I have a couple of this type of little people. They're really heavy and chunky. I just thought I'm going to put it with the other ones. Found some loveys. This one is Kelly Toy Rattle. Most are probably going to be bread and butter. I think Kohl's Cares, probably bread and butter. This one was nice. Hopefully it works. His name is Bingo Bear. 1986 Hasbro. It is battery operated. Did I have my battery pack, fanny pack with me? No. It's heavy. I'm going to have to either bring only like A and B or or double A and triple A batteries, because if you try to put C's and D's in there, it gets heavy. So it was a fail. It was there if I needed it, I guess. But I did look at it, make sure there were no crusties around the edge. I want to say this was going to be, what, 40 or 50, right? Something like that.
Sure.
I thought you looked it up for me.
I very well may have looked that up for you.
But you do not remember. It could 30, 40. How about that?
Doesn't mean I remember ever having seen that bear before.
I loved it.
What was his name?
Bingo Bear. I'm pretty sure I have one of these listed already. It was not, you know, it was going to be bread and butter. Not sure if this was Ben's or if I picked that up at a Goodwill. I think our bags are getting all mixed together. This was Publix. I've done well with a few things that I have found there. You know, they're seasonal type plush. Because if you think about it, it's pretty limited if it's a Publix exclusive plush. But again, I'm hoping 15 or so for it. Another Kohl's Cares. Frankly, I don't remember picking these up, but obviously I did, or Robert did, and it made it through the cut. But I'm pretty sure I have 3 or 4 of them listed. So probably wasn't a good pickup.
I grabbed it and you approved it.
Oh, I probably didn't notice it. All right.
Hold on now. I specifically remember showing you this one, so this bad buy belongs
all
to
on
you.
me.
It's
all
on
on
you.
me. Cute little ostrich. It's got a little spot there. It shouldn't be too bad. It is petting zoo. Probably going to be, you know, $10, $15. And then there was a few more loveys. For some reason, nobody was taking the loveys. There was hardly any plush, but there were quite a few loveys in the bins. Don't know who this is. I'll have to Google lens it. Hopefully that face is unique enough to figure it out. And then this one needs a bath. But it is Ingenuity. I don't think I've heard of that before. Maybe it's a Target thing.
You haven't heard of that brand, but you've heard of Ingenuity,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I figured so. Just making sure.
It's kids, too. Huh, interesting. Probably bread and butter. All right, and then in the bins, there was a whole bunch of vintage light bright pegs. Now the thing with light bright pegs, they're actually different lengths. So you need to make sure you show it in your picture and you state it in your title exactly. Is it a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, 1 inch? Because different light brights took different sizes of these. This box said they're $19.95, but I'm not sure if they're all the same. But anytime I find these, I'm going to go ahead and pick them up. You know, it may just be something that I sell for $10 or $12. But, you know, I didn't spend a whole lot on this. Grab this. It will go in my next Duplo lot. I tend to pick up Duplos like at the bins when there's a whole bunch of them together, or if I'm at a yard sale. So I'll just set this aside back there on my hold shelves until I have a bunch of Duplos to list. And then I bought something for myself. Not even for my wall, but it's going to go on my wall because I'm not going to carry it. But there was somebody, oh, I think when we were in the Perry area, right? Perry?
I can't remember.
I can't remember.
It was a yard sale.
But
there was like 2 separate yard sales. It was like the lady was having it. Maybe her son or son-in-law was selling a bunch of this stuff.
But he had a whole canopy and shelves full of Loungefly. And I've always wanted one, but I never could find one that I just was like, yeah, that reflects, my interest, my loves. And he had quite a few Winnie the Pooh that I was like, nah. But then I saw this one. And look, it's a calendar. So, technically I could put, what's today?
20th.
Oh, the 20th. So I could move this little thing to the 20th and just kind of keep record of it. I'll probably set it on my wall. It was brand new. And I paid about retail for it. I paid right here. Ooh, I paid $50 for it. But it was for me, and now I can quit looking because, I'm old. I really can't be carrying these things around. I don't think, but I just loved it. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed this first bunch of stuff. I'm sure there's more stuff that we didn't, and we have clothes and all of that stuff that we picked up. But there's probably a few more bags. Didn't pick up a whole lot, but again, for us, it's been, less work, more play, and sourcing is the play part of this job. And we got to get away for a few days into the warmth. So it's still worth it to us to do these trips,
We could have gotten as much here, possibly. If there were yard sales here, we could have gotten as much, but we enjoyed it. It was fun. It was, like Rebel said, it's fun to go get away and sleep on an uncomfortable hotel bed so your back aches really bad the next day. But to get away, and, we've still got a house full of kids that are old enough to take care of themselves, but they're still here, and it's just kind of nice not to be around them for a couple days. We love them, but it's just nice to have peace and quiet and be away.
And just us time.
And we got to go meet Warren and Jamie, Sweet Tea Pickin'. They're in our Discord, and we had a great breakfast with them. So much fun sitting and chatting with them. And luckily, in this case, it took Huddle House forever to get our food.
So we had plenty of time to talk.
Otherwise, we would have probably eaten quickly and then taken off and gone to find stuff. But we got to sit and talk for a long time, which was really nice. It was fun meeting them.
It's time to get to work. I'm going to make another video of an estate sale we found yesterday.
Your hair is crazy.
I know my hair.
I'm
like static. I'm like an amazing estate sale yesterday. Bought a lot of just interesting things. And then I'm working on a Barbie doll clothing project. Challenge yourself. Do a project every once in a while just to make it gone. And that's what I'm doing. Sorting through Barbie clothes, making small lots. Get to work. Bye. My hair is like stuck to my face.
It'll be all right. Try that again.
Get to work. Bye.